how do we get food into the hands of folks that may not know what's available to them?
You go to our social media pages, Instagram, Facebook, our websites through the city. There are multiple places that are distributing food. You have the Knights of Columbus on Eastern Ave.
Right.
You have the food bank doing just terrific things. There's a great list. The school, has their sites at Bucher and Lincoln and the high school that are serving the kids. There's a ton of stuff going on in the city. Some really great people with great works.
We've gotten a number of calls from folks who want to volunteer during this time with the order that's in place. Is it possible for folks to take those meals and safely deliver them?
Well, yeah, and what's happening now is there's not a lot of delivery happening. It's more of that the folks are coming there. There is a group through the city that does some delivering. So I think if that's the big part of this blast that we're doing is we're sitting back as a city, and our council's great because they're engaged and they're saying to us, are we connecting with everybody, folks? So we're really trying to get that group that, perhaps don't get out much, don't have a lot of contact with the outside world and can't get to these sites. And if we can develop a list with that may be something we need volunteers in the future for. So, right now, everything is operating good. They're serving a large population. I think that the stats I got were over at the Bucher Center and the Augusta Boys and Girls Club is still operating. There are like 400 meals and
Jeez, that's great.
That they were doing, whether it was a week or a day. I can't remember that stat.
It's a day. They've got 2 rounds, right? And they did over 200. I know yesterday with the subways of Augusta, they took at least one of those off their hands.
Sure.
Where they were able to serve over 200 with that, but then they had, I guess, one later in the day.
Right.
As the schedule goes. We had a number of folks saying, it'd be great if we can deliver essentials, if we can take those meals and help folks out. So we may be facing these times again. So it'd be good to have some kind of infrastructure in place.
Yeah, and I think if that day comes, hopefully it doesn't, and we're over this quick. But if it does, certainly that will be, stay connected if you are with television, with social media, with the city's websites and our social media. We put that stuff out.
We don't rank.
Yeah. Well, 107. That's why I'm here, right? I mean, you
came here first.
That's right. So I've been dying to get here, but you're so popular. I was in line. I've been waiting for an hour.
He was on the couch for quite a while.
That's right.
Touche.
That's right.
Not that long.
And
she was so itching to join.
I know.
Over there.
What's going on? What are you making it wait for?
No, but if that day comes, that certainly we'll put that out as to who you can call to volunteer and make that happen. Because there's some, that's what we're seeing with times like this is people stepping up and really the community coming together. So that's a good thing to come out of this bad situation.
We want to move into the behaviors of citizens here. And is there an increase in some areas that you need to patrol and pay more attention to?
Yeah, I think early on, we were seeing really a lull. People were inside and we were as a traditional busy police force, proactive, reactive, if you will. We were kind of sitting around going, okay, not a lot going on here. But over the past week, things have significantly picked up, with our domestic violence calls, with some of our mental health calls that we're having and stuff like that. So as we suspected with these types of situations, there are, we're doing a lot of welfare checks and that type of thing. So those are the calls that are really picking up, if you will. And
as they are in a lot of cities.
As they are, yeah.
We saw a 75% increase, for instance, in New York City and other places.
Yeah, and we were bracing for this. That's really a common sense type thing for us. That's a behavior that if you're in your house and you can't leave, or things are closed and there's not a lot of entertainment out there to fill your time, what happens to those folks? The big thing that we're trying to push is, with the executive orders and stuff, get out of your house. Drive to the rail trails, get exercise.
Go fishing.
Yeah, go fishing. That's the best remedy for this. With these sunny days, the same thing. I mean, police aren't immune to this. We have the same feelings. I'm sitting around my house driving my wife crazy, and she's like, "I wish I could kick you out of here." she knows the rules too. But yeah, so like we're going for walks, we're going to the parks, we're on the rail trail. That's good for the mental
you on
health.
The grill?
You
are the grill master.
Oh yeah, no, I've got that covered.
She's got your beef, so.
Yeah.
You guys want to hook up?
Yeah, right. I'm tracking.
Oh my gosh!
This guy served like 700 burgers at the National Night Out.
I've heard.
Yeah,
he's a pro.
That's where we're going with this.
Yeah. Of course, it's discouraging to hear that some folks aren't abiding by the laws as we move through this, and people do get anxious, do get frustrated.
Sure.
You're not supposed to report people that you see out, right? We're not encouraging the.
Well,
There's
it's
no snitches.
It's the situation.
Whatever they were doing yesterday.
Yeah,
snitches get stitches.
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
No, we are fielding a lot of calls. I've created a. We got to have humor in this situation too, and I've created an executive order task force, if you will, with my support services. They laugh at me. They want me to make up T-shirts for them, but these are a group of our detectives and some of our other folks, resource officers, who actually, when we get these complaints that aren't an emergency, i.e. A complaint of a local store that has too many people in it. We're getting complaints like that.
There's 8 people in the
right.
stop
You're only supposed to have X amount of people, and they have 2 or 3 over. We'll have that group follow up, normally over the phone, maybe do some surveillance in the parking lot just to make it right. Because, we're
got to prioritize.
Exactly. And we're enforcing it. And we're enforcing it by education is what we're doing.
Right.
Nobody's been written a ticket yet. We haven't summoned anybody. Most people are really, really compliant, and we're given a lot of chances because that's not the road we want to go down. But at the end of the day, it may come to that we have to take those steps. But, so far people have been awesome. They're listening to everything.
That's great news. No jail time, no $1,000 fines for these folks who may be playing basketball or doing something they shouldn't be doing in the public. Anything for Chief Mills?
No.
Okay, well.
Cornhole
and easy,
as long as it's 6 people or less, right? We can still play cornhole.
Yeah, right. That's exercise. We could sneak that under the definition.
All right. It's been approved by the Chief of Police of Augusta.
That's all I needed to hear.
Any other thoughts before we let you go?
No, I just want to say thank you to you folks here at 107.9 and the listeners. Again, like I said, I can't reiterate enough. The message that I want to get out is it's really overall going well for us. Our workforce is healthy. We've got plans in place for contingencies and that type of thing. It's been a real exercise in our emergency management, and it's working well. So city's in good hands.
Yeah. We've got a great group. Good people.
Oh, I'll tell you, the talent that is in this city, the Fire Chief Roger Audette, City Manager Bill Briggio, the Mayor, the City Council, everybody is just, there is no, everybody's clicking. And what's the job? Great. Let's take care of business. And
got any extra personnel for the unemployment office, or you can lend up? Well, you guys have it together.
We have our own general assistants, right? So we have our own place for that. Leave Dowlin's doing a great job. Matt Nazar, our Public Works, Leslie Jones. I mean, just everybody's firing on all 8 cylinders and doing a great job.
All right. Well, we salute you all. Thank you for being on the front line.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for your service.